welcome back to our English grammar class, and in today's session we are going to learn about the classification of adverbs. So in our previous session we learned what is adverb. What is adverb? You can simply say that adverb is nothing but which adds additional information to a verb in a sentence, or even you can say that it tells more about a verb in a sentence. Okay, so this is known as adverb. And apart from that, we saw the different functions of adverb in a sentence and different kinds of adverbs. Do you remember that? Okay, now today's session we are going to see the different classification of adverbs. First of all, listen that there is a difference between kinds of adverbs and classification of adverbs. If someone asks you what are the kinds or what are the types of adverbs, you have to tell there are 8 types of adverbs in English grammar. Whereas if someone asks you what is the classification or what are the classification of adverbs, then you have to tell there are 3 classification of adverbs in our English grammar. So what are the 3 classification of adverbs? The first one is simple adverb. Okay, as it is saying, it is very simple in a sentence. Next, compound adverb. Compound is nothing but it connects 2 adverbs. Okay, 2 words. 2 words. It is connecting 2 words. And the third one is derivational. So these are the 3 classification of adverbs. Listen again. There is a difference between types and classification. Simple, compound, derivational. How will you define a simple adverbs, or how will you find this is the simple adverb in a sentence? First of all, you have to know the definition of simple adverb and the words which comes under simple adverb. Try to by heart the words which comes under simple adverb and compound adverb and derivational adverb, because you have to if you are framing a sentence, you have to write this is the simple adverb. Okay, see here, simple adverb. How will you define? These are common one word adverbs. If you see a one word adverb in a sentence, then you can say that it is simple adverb. As the name suggests, it is very simple that it has only one word. Okay, one word adverb is known as simple adverbs. What are the words which comes under simple adverbs? These are all only examples. Apart from this, there are many simple adverbs. Okay, here I have written only a few examples. See the examples: yet, still, only, down, just. So these are all the examples of simple adverbs. Simple adverbs is nothing but they are commonly used one word adverbs. It has only one word. Okay. Now coming to the compound adverbs. How will you define a compound adverb? As the name suggests, these are made up of more than one word. Okay. More than one word. So it may be a 2 word or 3 word or 4 word joined together to form a compound adverbs. So see the example here, somewhere. Here we can see the 2 adverbs, right? Some is an adverb, whereas where is an adverb. They join together or they compounded together to form compound adverbs. So next example, sometimes. Here some is an adverb and times is an adverb word which together form to say it is a compound adverb. See the definition once again. These are made up of more than one word. Here it is a one word, here it is a one word. We can use some in any sentences, whereas where in any sentences. Likewise, we can use times in any sentences. Likewise, we can use some in any sentences and how is any sentences. So here we are joining the 2 words to say this is the example of compound adverbs. We can use these compound adverbs in a sentences. Now coming to the third type. What is the third type? It is derivational adverbs. How will you define a derivational adverb, it is very simple. These are formed by attaching a suffix to an adjective. So suffix is nothing but adding the words after the verb. Okay, see here, these are formed by attaching a suffix to an adjective. Okay, here we are adding the suffix to what? To an adjective, not to an verb or not to an noun or anything. Here we are only attaching the suffix to an adjective word. You know what is an adjective? It tells more about a noun. So we generally use the suffix word ly or even y. It is generally used as an adverb word. For example, yearly or eventually, like that. Okay. So these are formed by attaching a suffix to an adjective. It is known as derivational adverbs. See the example here, as I said here, we generally add the suffix. There are a lot of suffix words, but to an adverb we generally add y or ly. Here we are adding what? Ly, clearly. So clearly is a derivational adverb. Courageously, here also we are adding ly. Courageously, it is known as derivational adverb. And truthfully, ly. Truthfully, it is an derivational adverb. So in this session, we learned about what? The classification of adverbs. If someone asks you what are the classification of adverbs, without any confusion you have to tell them that there are three classification of adverbs in English grammar. There is a difference between types and classification. What are they? One is simple, the second one is compound, and the third one is derivational. We can explain the simple adverb as it is commonly used one word adverbs. Then compound adverbs is nothing but these are made up of joining more than one word adverbs. Okay, we are joining two words to form the compound adverbs. And the third one is derivational adverbs. These are formed by attaching a suffix, especially ly or y, to an adjective. Okay, so in this session we learned about the classification of adverbs, and in next session we will see another interesting topic. Until then, be safe and be happy always. Thank you for watching.